my darlings, I hope you're all doing very, very well and you are sitting comfortably, you are cozy and you have your snacks and your beverages. In today's video, we'll be looking at a selection of fresh versus healed tattoos. I am looking on the Reddit subreddit page, which is called Age Tattoos. On this page, people post pictures of their tattoos when they just got them brand new, and then pictures of what they look like now, so a few years later, months later, or what have you. And it's very interesting to see an array of different types of tattoos and how they have aged. Some of them end up aging beautifully and some not so much, and it's very interesting to see the variation. The first one we're going to look at today is this one. It says palm tattoos, trad dagger, no touch-ups, December 2021 to now November 2023. Now, we all know the problems with palm tattoos. If you don't get them done by someone that knows what they're doing, they don't heal all that well, and it is also up to the client as well to look after them when healing. There is a lot of specific things you have to do when it comes to having a palm tattoo. I'm sure you know I have one myself. I got this in July last year, so I've had this for like nearly a year and a half, and it's still going incredibly strong. The artist that did this was Luke Ashley, who is pretty much the palm king. I just need a little touch up in the teeth, but I'm just not brave enough to do that yet because palm tattoos hurt so badly. Literally the most painful placement I've ever had tattooed. But anyway, back to the tattoo. This is freaking gorgeous. This is such a well done palm tattoo. It's bold, it's saturated, it looks like it's pretty much in there. It says here fresh by Josh Todaro in Melbourne. I hope it's held up well. Let's see. It has. Oh my goodness. It says almost 2 years healed, no touch-ups, which is freaking fantastic. Like, look at that. That is in there. The artist absolutely nailed this, and so did the client when it comes to healing. And I'm glad that we are seeing more and more and more good quality palm tattoos, because it's starting to break the stigma of them not lasting so well. Again, make sure you go to an artist that knows what they're doing. Okay, so this one says, can anything be done to save this? And it says there is a 6-year difference within the picture. So this is it, obviously fresh, because we can see the tattoo bed background with the cling film and everything. This is my type of tattoo. It's bold, it's thick, it is literally everything I love within tattooing. But I have a feeling, because obviously this is very dark and bold, it is obviously as tattoos age, they do get thicker. We do have quite a few thick lines quite close together right here. So I have a feeling that they may have possibly merged together, especially with these dots here. I just feel like within the little intricate bits, it's going to have struggled, especially as it is now 6 years. But I think it will still be readable. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, yeah. I am. Oh, that really has suffered. I wasn't expecting it to be that bad. Like, I thought there would be some issues, but oh my goodness. Do you know what? Even their top tattoo there that says Diego, that struggled as well a little bit. I know we're not concentrating on that, but wow, that has significantly changed. I would honestly be pretty pissed off about that. And I know I always sing the praises of big, bold, beautiful tattoos, but this is another issue that we have, and I honestly feel like I should start talking about it, because I always do pretty much kiss ass when it comes to these types of tattoos. I'm like, they're gonna last forever, they're gonna look good forever, but if you get them quite small and compact, this is the issue you're gonna run into. But if this tattoo was much bigger, it wouldn't have done this. But yeah, I mean, you run into problems with literally every style of tattoo. Every style of tattoo has its downsides. Oh, okay, so we have a very bold, colourful traditional tattoo here. First of all, the quality is, it's another one of my weaknesses. Traditional tattoos like this, I just love them so much. This one is obviously a much bigger tattoo as well, so I think this is gonna have held up very nicely. It says March 2021 to November 2023. Last photo, you can see minor blowouts, normal for that spot, which is true. The inner elbow, inner arm is very prone to blowouts. I've had one myself in this inner arm. The only prediction I have for this, I guess, is just thicker line work. Maybe not as saturated, but we'll see. Let's see. What? That's like the only thing that there is not much difference at all. What? I would say the yellows aren't as saturated, like especially with this flower, is a lot more of a buttercup yellow, but here it's a bit more orangey. But then that would be the blood, wouldn't it, Lauren? Oh my god. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Of course, the colour of the blood always makes yellow look a bit more orangey until it's healed. So honestly, I don't think much has changed at all. I mean, it is only, what, not even 2 years old. I can't do quick math, hang on. Yeah, just over 2 years old. That is stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and then this is obviously the blowouts here, which again, that's pretty normal for that spot, like this person said. Oh, what is this? Bison. Apparently 3.5 years versus fresh. Okay, I think it's aged pretty well so far, although the black shadow could maybe be touched up. It lost some of the darkness soon after healing, but I also kind of like the way the shadow fades away. That's an interesting tattoo, that's all I'm gonna say. What did it look like new? Still kind of interesting. It's just not for me. That's all I'll say. It's just not like, the thing is, I can't see it properly, to be honest. It is on a curved body part. It's on someone's calf, so we don't get a full picture. Is it meant to be like abstract art or realism? I'm not really understanding the style of this tattoo, to be honest. Either way, I think it has healed pretty nicely, though. Whatever the style is, like, we've still got quite a few bits of the detail, minus the horn. I'm guessing that's what this little white bit here is. It's a lot more defined there, whereas here, not so much. It kind of just looks like a highlight, to be honest with you. So it says hand tattoo, no touch up. This is 2020. We have some eyeballs and some script, and it says, I'm down, I'm done. That's pretty cool. I like that. I really want to get the inner part of my fingers tattooed as well. Again, I know that is going to be horrific because finger tattoos are pretty spicy. I can't even imagine that, like, inner fingers and how bad that would be. You know, palms bad enough. But I like the style of this tattoo a lot. Let's see what it looks like now. Oh, no. Oh no! Oh, there's me thinking, oh, finally, we're going to see so many nicely done palm tattoos. Everyone's getting a bit more educated on palm tattoos. And then we see this. No! Oh, honey, no. This has not healed well at all. But yeah, this is pretty much what can happen to a palm tattoo if you're not careful about artist choice or, you know, looking after it. And oh my god, I can't even imagine going through all of that pain for it to end up looking like that. I would be so mad. Because, like, you either have to keep it like that, or you have to keep doing touch-ups. Like, oh, absolutely not. Like, a little touch-up, like I said, with my little teeth area, fine. But if I had to touch up the whole of my palm, oh. Okay, for this one we have a tattoo that was done in 2019, and again, this is my type of style. It's dark, it's gothic-y, it's artsy. I'm very much about this. Let's see how well it's healed in like 4 years. Oh, beautiful. It's definitely lost a little bit of the artsiness, like the black has, of course, blurred out a little bit, but that's what's going to happen. But you can still see the artsy style. In fact, it looks a little bit more realistic now. So this is quite artsy. And then the healed version, it looks like a realism bird, you know, like it's changed style a bit, which is pretty dang cool. I actually really like the placement and this design for a hand. I don't think I've ever seen a bird tattoo like this on someone's hand before. Like, this is pretty unique and I like it a lot. This is a 10/10 moment. Ooh, this is interesting. I feel like the popularity of having just white ink tattoos has significantly diminished as of lately. You don't really see many people talking about wanting to get them or having them done. It was pretty popular when I started making content on YouTube. It's interesting to see this. So it says white ink tattoo, nearly 9 years old, and we can see it. It has kind of turned a yellowy colour, but not like ugly. It doesn't look horrific or anything like that. It almost looks like a scar, but without like the raising and like the pinkiness. I kind of like it. I think they're pretty cool for those that want to have tattoos, but they don't want them to be super noticeable, or they just want to get a very personal and intimate tattoo. And the white ink is the way to go. Ooh, this could be interesting. So this one is from a artist's Instagram page. The title of this is 6-year-old black grey tattoo. Don't have a pic of my own when it was fresh, so I use the artist's Instagram pic of it, which has a slight filter on it to make it pop a bit more. A slight filter. A slight filter, honey. I mean, I understand you're trying to be polite and you don't want to like rat out your artist, I guess, but that is more than a slight filter. That is some heavy editing there. I would definitely say the saturation has been whacked way out and contrast has been put up pretty high. Very intrigued to see what this actually looks like healed. You know, is it going to be dark and dramatic like this? I don't think so, as I thought. I mean, it is a very good tattoo. Overall, it has healed pretty nicely. There's still a lot of detail within the tattoo, especially this tiny portrait. Like, for those details to still be there 6 years later, honestly, the artist is pretty dang talented, and I guess the person who owns this tattoo looked after it very nicely. There is some inconsistencies when it comes to like the darkness, so all of this bit is very dark, but then this wolf up here is very light. We can maybe put that down to sun damage, maybe. I don't know, it depends if this person wears SPF or whatever, but you're more likely to have sun damage on the high points of your body, so that would be shoulders. You see how dark this is right there, like the wolf, and what it looks like now. So this says fresh in 2015 versus now. It's supposed to be a coyote, but everyone thinks it's a wolf. Oh well, I like it. Well, at the end of the day, that is all that matters. So this is pretty dark and heavy. There definitely is some kind of photo editing going on here. Again, I think the contrast has been whacked up. I can imagine this has healed pretty nicely. No. Oh, I wasn't expecting it to look like this. Oh, so it has faded a ton, especially in what, 8 years? Yeah, it's 8 years. Again, I'm gonna go with the theory of sun damage for sure, because it's on someone's like shoulder, and again, that's where a lot of sun does hit. Oh my gosh, the difference! I really was not expecting it, especially the mountains, because they are pretty dark in places, you know, especially in like the corners of it to create that shadow effect. Fresh and 2 years later, the fresh pic was taken with a decent camera lens, and the current pic is with my camera phone, so it isn't quite as good quality. I can see a bit more of the feather detail in real life. So for this, we have very intricate, artsy type tattoos. It's kind of like, I'm kind of confused. I think, are we looking at it upside down? I don't know, but it looks like florals and birds and all of that. It's honestly really pretty. It kind of looks like art you would see on a wall somewhere, but to have this much high detail in tattoos is a bold choice, let me tell you. So let's see how it's aged. Wait, what? This is a conspiracy. No way. Who did this? I'm actually flabbergasted because I was expecting the worst, but this might single-handedly change my mind on micro realism, high detail tattoos. I mean, sure, it is only 2 years and it can definitely change a lot as this person gets older for sure. That has aged beautifully. 10 years old tattoo I did on my friend Esther David, London, UK. Don't remember the brand of ink I used, probably Fusion or Intense. The person has this tattoo. It's very pale and using sunblock all the time. Now I mainly do black tattoos but still love colour. This tattoo is freaking beautiful. I love everything about this. Like, the portrait is such a good quality. The color palette is beautiful. It's giving sea goddess vibes, mermaid vibes. I have a feeling this has held up pretty dang well. It has. That is freaking beautiful. I think the only thing we've lost really, again, is just saturation, which is going to happen over time anyway. And maybe a loss of definition within the portrait a little bit. It's not as dynamic anymore. Like, there isn't as much contrast anymore. Everything else is solid. Like, those greens and blues are so gorgeous. What the devil is this? A history of my tattoo, fresh versus age. Original tattoo, fresh and angry from 2014. Yeah, that is angry. Isn't this the dragon from... Oh, what is that film called? Oh, I forgot the name of it. And I recognise it, but I don't know the name of it. Is it Toothless? Or am I thinking of something else here? Am I way out of whack? Anyway, let's see what it looks like. Original age 4 years. Oh. It was struggling to start off with. It was super dark and it's just like, it's struggling. That's what I'm gonna say. It's struggling there. Oh, that is so much better. So freshly reworked tattoo. The difference. It needed it. It really, really needed it. And it looks nicer and a lot more readable. The artist that rescued this is talented, you know? They did a great job with that, that's for sure. This is so freaking cute. Oh my goodness. It says, my oldest tattoo done 8.5 years ago. And we have a dog, and I'm gonna guess that this is a Bernese mountain dog, which are adorable. I would love to have one. I just want to hug one so badly. They look so fluffy and cute, and they look so kind and gentle at the same time. And this is adorable, but there is a lot of high detail and a lot of white within this tattoo. So, ooh, let's see if it held up nicely. Ooh, so we can still kind of get the like gist of what's going on here, but because of the white, this section here, it just looks a bit like mishmash, you know? With this, it makes a bit more sense. You can see it's a paw print and it's like a paw print dog portrait, but here, does look a bit weird, doesn't it? It looks a bit strange. I mean, I still love it, but I will be biased because I just love dogs. And we have another palm tattoo here. It says, my palm tattoo aged 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks. Wow. Really pushing the boat out there. So we have a dot work pattern going on here. And I really like this. I mean, that would have been spicy. I mean, I personally find dot work not so bad. I would much rather have dot work than line work. So it probably wasn't as intense. I mean, it's still going to have sucked, but it wouldn't have been as intense as line work. Anyway, let's see what the... Oh no. It literally looks like they've fallen over in some soil and they just need to do this and get rid of all of the soil dust. I'd be so mad at going through all of that and the healing, because it's a long process, for it to turn out like that. I absolutely not. No. Okay, I'm gonna look at one more, and this one might be painful for me. This is fresh versus 3 years, 4 months. Some weight gain, so a little bit of stretching. Now, I can tell instantly that this was done by one of the Murray brothers. The Murray brothers work in Salem, in America. They do horror, Halloween-related tattoos. They are my ultimate goal tattoo artists, right? That would be like the grand finale of my tattoo journey, to be tattooed by one of them, because they do everything that I love. The dark, bold tattoos, but little fine details here and there, and it's just spooky and everything that I have ever wanted from a portrait tattoo, because I would get a portrait from them because they nail it. It says this is the artist's picture, so slightly edited, which I know they do put like a black and white filter or turn down the saturation on their photos all the time. I'm kind of nervous to see what this looks like healed, because again, it would be an ultimate dream to get tattooed by them, so seeing what my future holds, you know, kind of thing. I mean, I still love it. And we still have quite a bit of the fine detail as well. I mean, obviously with the white highlights throughout this, that is obviously gonna have disappeared and not be so bright anymore. The spider doesn't look as thin anymore. That's definitely thickened out a bit. But the portrait still looks freaking gorgeous. It looks so... And there's also a loss of definition within the hair as well. There's quite a bit of texture there. But as that fine detail has expanded over time, that has diminished. But has this put me off of being tattooed by them? Absolutely not, because I would not be upset with this healed version at all. I'm going now. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all so much, and until my next one, bye.